Welcome back, legends, to another fire ass video. As y'all can see, once again I am working on the truck. A couple of things I've done to the truck. After the last video, I installed a transmission cooler. Remember I told you guys I got a transmission cooler. I installed that. That's run to the transmission. All I have to do is just, secure the lines. That way they don't hit the header, none of that. I also took out the old wiring harness, the one that the truck came with, and I bought the standalone harness from Amazon. Everything how I said in the last video is just not put on the truck. I do have one small issue with the harness. It comes with like injector harnesses, like adapters. The ones that they sent me didn't fit, but it's okay. I ordered some on Amazon for like maybe $25. I'll go ahead and when they come in, I'll show the part number and stuff for that, but they're for this engine. Other than that, I went out to Advance. I bought the mass airflow sensor. I bought spark plugs. I bought header bolts because I did order the long tube headers. There were Pace Star headers, something like that. I saw a video online. The Power Nation video says to get it from a 99 to 06 Chevy GMC. Four-wheel drive, I tried looking for them. They were pretty out of stock, but I saw a video on some other guy that he had a K1500 with the, a 6.0, I believe, with the 4x4 and everything installed, and those headers fit perfectly fine. So I went ahead and I ordered those. When they come in, I'll make sure to put the part number in. But other than that, guys, I mean, we're almost so close to being done. The fuel is already done. This transmission cooler is done. The harness is about to be done. The only thing really holding me back is the headers. Reason being, I need to tie everything down and make sure it doesn't hit the headers. Because I wouldn't want a transmission line rubbing against the header, the header, getting too hot and then, the shit catching on fire. Other than that, I have to somehow figure out the harness from the OBS, because obviously I still want my windshield wipers, I still want my AC. So I'm going to have to see if I need to, hold some of the components from the old harness to make it work. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and paint the brackets where the coils mount, because I left them, moving it around or whatever, some paint unchipped and they kind of got rusted. But as you can see, I bought some red paint. I'm going to just hit those up, make it look clean. And we're so close to being done. We're so close. It's like so close, but yet so far away, because there's still a couple little things we have to do. But other than that, radiator is also in, 34-inch with dual electric fans. I have the hoses in already. The upper and lower hose, as you can see here, that's already in. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put the oil filter in it, because it doesn't have an oil filter. I mean, it doesn't have no fluids at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the filter on and keep working. Put the spark plugs on, paint the coil bracket, and hopefully when those headers get here in about 2-3 days, go ahead and make another video and see if I can wrap up the harness and start mounting the battery and start making it look complete. When the truck is running, I do want to send it out to get painted. We'll probably go ahead and paint it again the same color, just because it is, it was my project truck, and it is gonna be a daily, and I'm gonna take it to the track every now and then. So hopefully it'll be ready by the next track event. I believe it's September 16, 13. I'm not sure. It's in like 2-3 weeks from now. I've been pushing after I neglected the truck for almost 2 months because of personal situations. But I'm here. It's here. I've had ordered headlights and taillights for it a while ago. I have a bunch of parts just laying around, but like I said, things happened. The truck was sitting. I didn't work on it for almost 2 months. I think all I did was drop the motor in and I left it like that. But you know, all I needed was that spark of motivation to keep pushing through and get it done, and it's here. You know, it's almost there, you know. And I hope that this being my first LS swap, I've learned a lot, you know. And I hope that this really puts the DSL out there. I really hope that the channel keeps growing, because if you guys watch like my very first videos, there is an Integra on the channel too, but that's been neglected as well because of this truck. We've been trying to LS swap this truck for a minute now, but right when this truck is done, when that truck is done, I will be working on the Integra once again. I promise. We're gonna have a full-blown race car. Might not be a dragster, but I will be putting a cage in it for safety. I am going K-Series on that. I already have the motor mounts for that. I probably had the motor mounts for like 2 years already. I have Lexan glass. I want something fun where I can rip and know that if it breaks down at the track, it's not an issue. Order parts, have it ready for the next track event. That right there is like my stress reliever. You know, that's gonna be a family car. I'm gonna build it to where I can drive it, to where my brother can drive it, to where my wife can drive it, to where my dad can drive it, or my mom if she wants to go down the track. You know, I want to learn getting into tuning with that, you know. And as the channel progresses, we'll be building the car more and more. As of now, it'll probably just be a bone stock K24, just put in with a manual transmission, you know, some street tires, and take it to the track. Later on down the line, maybe a turbo kit. There's a lot of fun project stuff that I want to do. There's also an ATV I want to build for the channel. There's a lot of things I want to do for the channel. I just want the channel to keep growing, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into this truck now. Typical Florida weather. It's all right. It ain't stopping us from working. I already hit it with the wheel grinder. All the little paint that was flaking off, I took it off, and we're gonna be painting it red. Hopefully, I hope that it makes it pop a little more with the gray valve covers. I'm also gonna probably hit the ignition coils because they are a little rusted too. You know, tape off the rest and just hit it a little bit. But I'm gonna see how it goes. I mean, I'm gonna paint it over this rusted ass grill. You know, protect the grill too. Why not? Shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hopefully it works out fine. And that's me. That's my Florida weather for you guys. So we got both the ignition coil brackets painted up. As you can see, I'm gonna let those dry for a minute. I already put in the spark plugs, AC Delco spark plugs. You know, hand tight for now on both sides. Looking at how the harness is set up, the harness and all the power wire is leaning to the passenger side. So I think I'm gonna be clocking this counterclockwise towards the driver's side. So now maybe the intake would be on this side, because I did pick up the mass airflow sensor, as you can see it here. So I'm gonna be tightening up the air intake with the mass airflow sensor, see how that works. And you know, we'll continue buttoning up a couple of things. So I hope that the red really stands out with it. And then I'm gonna have to go ahead and get maybe a universal throttle cable and hook that up too. So I just finished moving the pipe for the air intake. I moved it over onto the driver's side, and as you can see, I already added in my mass airflow sensor. It looks like it is going to clear the alternator, but I'm still going to go ahead and make a little bracket just to hold that pipe a little stronger, a little bit more firm, just in case, you know, the engine vibrates or whatever, because these plastic couplings, they like to flex. So I'm gonna make that a little bracket, hold that down. The coil brackets, those are drying up now. I just threw the last coat of painting on that. I also, I also painted the ignition coils, the ones that had a little rust on those. I hit those with some black paint. So all I'm waiting is for everything to dry up so I can throw it back on the truck. That way, you know, we can start going ahead and doing the wiring. Now, one thing I do want to mention, this Amazon harness, there's a lot of alternators for different type vehicles. They might look the same, but they, you know, do different purpose. For example, this LM7 came with a 2-pin alternator, meaning the connector for the alternator was 2 pins, as you can see here, 2 pins, and obviously the battery post to recharge your battery from the alternator. Thank God I had bought that 6.0 with all the accessories as well. I had to change over the alternator from that to this, reason being that this harness came with this type of harness. Well, it's like a 5-pin harness. You see, a 3-pin, 4-pin harness, you see. So this wasn't gonna fit that alternator. Maybe I could have just spliced it and used that to go ahead and, you know, use it with the other harness, but I didn't want to do that. So I just took the alternator, I put it on here, you know, so be it. And that's pretty much it. I mean, swapped the alternator over, got that mounted, got the mass airflow sensor. I am gonna have to go buy a different air intake because this cheap one, obviously, you know, I didn't have the little grommet that the original one comes with. There's a grommet that goes inside the air box from the original one, but I don't have that grommet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go get another filter that fits snug, just so it can, you know, pop in here. Maybe, you know, just pop in here. This is closed sealed, and, you know, that way it works. Other than that, that filter is a little bit big, so I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, try to fit, you know, perfect size, maybe like a 4-inch, 5-inch length filter there, make it look nice. I'll probably get it red just because, you know, play a little red. If they have a blue one, maybe a blue one, because the truck is gonna be painted back to its original color. At the end of the day, if they don't got either or, I don't care. I'm just gonna want something that fits, get it over with. It's not like the truck is gonna be running with the hood open anyways. At the end of the day, nobody gets to see that. It's only for my preference, only I know it's there. With that being said, thank you guys for watching another video. Don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe to the video, share the video. Let's make this channel grow, become legends. Let's become legends, all as a family, all as a team. And don't be scared to start your own project. It might be hesitant sometimes to do your own work. That's how I was, but I'm here, I'm doing it, and it's a whole lot of fun. Trust me, it's fun. Other than that, guys, be safe, stay safe, keep it up, pick that chin up whenever you're not feeling well, stay motivated, keep pushing. Thank you guys for watching.